Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Charles of Charge 3. You can call me Charles. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I release educational Pokemon Unite content daily, so you do not want to miss an upload. So hit that notification bell, hit that sub button, so you know, so you stay up to date with everything. Alright, so today guys, what I have planned is I want to show you guys how to efficiently lane like a master. So playing with some friends and also playing with just a random people on the ladder. I've seen, like, playing in low elo, like I've seen little mistakes here and there that people are doing or people are not seeing or realizing that they should be doing, and it kind of hinders their lane a little bit. And so, all right, so here's the thing: how to like really win the first Dreadnought is, one, have great lanes. If you suck at laning, well, what's gonna happen? You're gonna show up to Dreadnought under leveled compared to everyone else. So automatically it's gonna be very, very hard for you to get that first Dreadnought. But, and then this, you know, if you repeat this pattern of bad laning phase every single game, you're gonna feel like, you know, you're just not in the space to compete with others because of the level difference. And sometimes, like, just having a certain ability leveled up, you know, when you come out of lane, you know, is just crazy. Like, for me, if I'm jungling, right, I really want Discharge on Sora before first Dreadnought, just because it gives me so much power to take over that Dreadnought fight compared to if I just had, you know, regular Slash, right? So let's talk about this laning. Let's get you guys to a better lane, to be better laners, and you know, we'll dive deep into it. So sit back, grab some Takis, and just, you know, grab a drink and just, you know, chill out, and let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we're booting up practice tool right now. We're gonna be heading into the game, and I'm gonna show you guys how to really lane properly. So with the APOMs, just say if you're playing support, right, you just really want to, if you're playing with a team, if you're playing competitive, then I would say, you know, as a support, you want to give the most CS to the ADC or whoever's down there. You don't want to take all of the CS. If you're a solo queue, you know, I'll talk about another thing. So here, after we get out of lane, first thing you want to do, if you're bot side, you want to contest this Aldino here. You know, you want to fight for this. Boom. We pretty much all know that, right? You know, you want to get this Aldino. Boom. All right, cool. You know, that's really good. So the next thing, what I commonly see people do is run back to here and they farm their Aldino camps here. Okay, so that's good. But another thing that you can do, you instantly take that Aldino and you instantly go down to their bot side, and you can sit in this brush and you just wait for them. You just wait for them to start attacking the Aldino. Come out. If you're a stronger lane than them and you know it, then you can just come out and just, you know, straight up fight them. You know, you could also look to score really fast as soon as you get done with this. As soon as you get done with the top Aldino, you just look to score really fast. Boom. Because most of the time they're going to be focused down here, so you get a quick score in. And then, you know, so those are your two options. And these options, I would really honestly tell you that you should be thinking about these things every time. Like, this should be the pattern every time after you take this top Aldino. So let's get our pen here. So after you take this top Aldino, every time, instead of going back down here to take your Aldinos, you gotta start looking for around here. Gotta start looking down here, guys. Gotta start looking to put pressure on. So after this play, you know, you can either go to their CS or you can go to score a goal. Especially works if you have score shield. So if you have score shield, you instantly get a gold, you instantly get more XP, things like that. Boom. So, you know, that's two things that I want to say. Because if you think about it, your Aldinos that spawn. Let me just get this off the board. Because if you think about it, your Aldinos that spawn down here, right? Are they going anywhere? Like, they're not going to go anywhere, so put the pressure on them. Especially if you're lane matchup, especially if you're playing Wigglytuff, right? Or just anyone who you know that you could really harass and really get away with it. So that's what you should be thinking. Okay, guys? And so when it comes to bees, so here's another thing. When it comes to bees, at, what is it, the 9-minute mark? At the 9-minute mark, this crab spawns, okay? So, if you're not here at the 9-minute mark when this crab spawns, do not sacrifice getting that crab late to getting the bees. Because this crab, how much is a crab? Let's see. It's, I believe it's like 3, right? It's like 3. And so, compared to this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the XP is crazy. If you guys get these. Because what translate from getting bees here, what translates is that you get bees, then you can look to score. Or you can look to harass to go back down to their Aldinos. Because why? You may have an XP lead here. If you're getting this Aldino, you're going down, getting their Aldinos, getting the bees, you're gonna have an XP lead here. Is anyone gonna, like, where's your crab gonna go? Like, it's not gonna move, right? So you can always come back to this. You can always come back to these Aldinos as well as fallback. Okay? So don't be scared. Don't be scared in trying to do this, you know, because it's gonna be there for you guys. So you just want to put the pressure on. Okay, you don't want to give up CS for free. If they're CSing in your face getting this camp, you want to challenge them at all times, especially if you have a health advantage, especially if they already used their berries. If you know they already went back to heal and they used their berries right here, then either if you're gonna win this fight down here, if they have to go back to heal, if you push them off this Aldino and they have to run back to heal, well then you win the Aldino fight. Even if you just get one Aldino, that's still one Aldino up compared to them, right? And this is not counting the bees. It's not counting your Aldinos down here. You know, your crab down there as well. And the Aldino top side as well. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So now we start seeing the XP leads grow, like, substantially. Like, it's slowly but surely. You know, you want to play for the small wins. And one last thing, guys. Since we're sitting right here, chilling, right? And here's one thing that I want to talk to you about. Is that, so we know where the Aldinos are, right? We have them right here. So these are the things to fight over. Those two Aldinos, right? So those two Aldinos. So I want you to draw a line here. This is where you pretty much don't cross. You don't cross this pathway. I want you to keep this line in your head. Alright? Oh. So I want you to keep this line in your head because well, you know, think like if you're not crossing these two end caps here. The reason why we don't cross this line is because what can they do? They can go heal really fast. They can get shield. The only exception to this is that if you're sieging, if you have more than one person, if you have, you know, if you have your jungler here, of course, you know, cross this line and go dive those guys. You have the numbers advantage. But if you don't, if it's a 2v2 and it's equal, you know, I just never do this. This is one of the rules of laning. You never do this. You never cross this line because, you know, more often than not, there's CS up. There may be CS right here, the Aldinos. There may be B's up. There may be your Aldinos down bot lane. There may be the crab down bot lane around here. There may be crabs in the middle up here. There may be Aldino up here. You know, so there's so many things that you could do, right? They're like if so we have right here, we have this crab, we have this crab, we have these two Aldinos, these two, we have this, we also have this. You know, I really like, as a jungler, if someone takes this crab, it's not the end of the world. I get a little bit frustrated, but it's not the end of the world. And honestly, these are things that you have to think about if you want to get better. So just taking these two crabs away, not only do you hurt the enemy jungler, not only do you hurt the enemy laners that you're playing with right here, right? But these guys, because these guys are staying down here, not only do you hurt them, but you know, you end up hurting the enemy jungler as well, because you're able to take these two. And if you're duoed with let's say a jungler, you know, if he takes topside crabs, bam, now you're slowly taking over the map, slowly but surely, all because of lane, and when you come back to lane after CSing, you know, after taking it quickly, you come back to lane, you feel really good, because why? Because you have the level advantages, so everything's gonna start feeling a lot better, a lot smoother. You know, just one level advantage means a lot. It means a lot. And then that one level lead, if you keep this up, it goes to a 2-level lead. And then if you keep this up, it goes to a 3-level lead. And then if you have your unite move, at first Dreadnought, how important do you think that is, right? Or say a Snorlax has heavy slam and block at first Dreadnought. How important do you think that is, right? So you need to keep that in mind, right? And you need to fight for your power spikes. You need to know when you get your power spikes. So like for Wigglytuff, her first power spike is level 4. She gets Sing, pretty good. Second power spike is level 6, where she gets double slap, pretty good, right? So if you're playing a champion like that, if you're playing any champion, you need to know the power spikes. Like Greninja, level 7, huge for Greninja. You get Surf, right? So you want to play around those power spikes. You want to farming simulator 2021. Be on the hunt for those golden gems on the map. You know, get all of them. So now I want to bring you into top lane phase, and you know, just go over that, how we you know, and just dive into that so you guys know how to deal with top lane phase. It's a little bit different, okay? So let's get straight into that. All right, we're here in the practice tool again. Now we're going over the top lane phase. Like I said, you know, if you're a support defender, right, you want to give these APOMs to the carry. You know, whether it's a Lucario top or a Cinderace or a Venusaur, right? You want to have them, you know, you want to have the most CS on them, because the likelihood of them being able to win fights is going to be drastically different, you know? So as soon as you get those APOMs, biggest thing here that everyone knows, right? We fight over this core fish, right? We want to secure this. What now? What happens now? Well, I see a lot of people go down here, they start farming, or they go up here. Hold on. What? Okay. or they go up there, they farm that APOM. But here's the thing, you know, you have this APOM, you know, Snorlax didn't farm this one, so that one won't normally be there. So you'd have two APOMs here. You have one here, then you have another one here. So if you're able to get these, you want to challenge these, right? It's gonna be easy peasy. It's just like our bot lane is. And, you know, when bees come up, remember we said at the 9-minute mark about the crab. We don't wanna give up crab for bees. Okay. And another thing, since we're really close to these crabs here, we always want to be contesting these crabs as soon as they come up. Okay, guys, I want to be contesting these. Like I said in the bot lane, you know, if you guys are contesting these crabs right here, your top laner is contesting these crabs right here. You know what the enemy jungler does? He cries. Because it really sucks by not getting any of those crabs as a jungler. You know, Snorlax is taking a nap. But yeah, so that really sucks. And so it's basically the same thing of where if you have a health lead in lane, then you wanna, you know, fight. You wanna go for it. You know, if you're doing really good, if you're able to push this guy off, like see how he has a bigger health lead. He pushed me off here, so he would go farm this, or he would go farm this crab here. Don't do like what the computer does. You go back to your lane and you farm your side. You know, don't do that. And then also, remember this line. You don't want to cross this line because the end of these end caps here, this should be where you draw the line. If your opponent makes it across this line, you know, don't chase them. Don't over chase. Look for CS. Look for CS here. Look for the APOM down here. Look for the crabs down there, right? You know, look for your CS. Maybe look for bees right here, you know? So you gotta start looking at that. And that's what's gonna help you in lane if you follow these rules, these guidelines. Because I'm all about getting small wins. How you win this game is through small wins here and there. If you lose it feels like mini games, honestly. If you lose the mini game of getting the most CS of your opponent, keeping them under, well then what happens? The next mini game comes is trying to get this Dreadnought. And what happens? They're level up on you, or they're 2 levels up on you, or they may have their Unite move, or maybe they have a key component move. So let's say like for Wigglytuff Sing, right? I have played against Wigglytuffs before, and if you do this properly, man, and they're coming down to bot lane and they're trying to fight over Dreadnought, they're level 3. What are they really gonna do, right? You know, like, it's crazy, right? Even if they're level 4, right? Like, you know, you're gonna have such a big impact. You know, like you should be like, you know, level 7 or even higher, right? You know, you should be about level 7 if you're doing this right, you know. So that's something to think about, right? The only time, and remember, the only time you end up, this Snorlax is just trying to beat me up here. The only time you guys ever will cross this line here for the end caps is if you have more people, if you outnumber them. If you have 3, well then you cross that line and you dive them. But another thing, if you guys are equal, if it's a 2v2, you know, most of the time I'm just gonna tell you, you know what, don't do it. Unless you have like a huge health lead and they're like really low and you have your Unite move, you know, go ahead and try it. Risk it for the biscuit, right? But if you don't, like, don't do that. Like I said, there's tons of things to farm. Tons of things. And, you know, you even have this crab down here, you know. You have this crab down here, to farm as well. So there's tons of things to farm here. So that's the top lane portion of it. It really doesn't change from, you know, from being bot side to top side, you know. And this pretty much applies to every role, because, you know, the only thing that really changes is that, like, we can talk about split pushing, but we'll talk about that in another video. You know, it's just be all the rotations, and, you know, you just prolong your lane a little to get things done on top. So that is going to be the end of the video here, wrapping everything up. If you guys do have any questions or any concerns that you may think, or just don't understand anything too well, let me know down in the comments below. You know, I'm always happy to help. Yeah, and so yeah, and if I left anything out, please let me know. Always trying to help. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this content, please leave a like. If you guys, you know, if this helped you out in any way, consider subscribing. I release educational Pokemon Unite content daily, so hit that bell notification so you don't miss an upload. And thank you so much, guys, for watching the videos. We're on our road to 800 subs. This is crazy. I'm gonna be pushing out more beginner guides for the new items and new builds for all the champions. So stay tuned for that beginner guide playlist. It's gonna have all of the beginner guides of all the champions. It's gonna have more videos like this, how to lane, how to you know, how each role interacts with each other, and what your responsibilities are in each role. So so check down in the playlist below, Beginner's Guide to Pokemon Unite, to find more great information. Okay, guys? All right, till next time, guys. See you out on the Rift. Peace out.